we are we are live and waking up. Let me make y'all a little bit bigger for the people out there watching at home.
That's what she said to them on Pornhub.
Oh shit! I don't know what fighting game stage we're in, but as you can see, we're in some sort of stage.
Mm-hmm. It like some SNK.
Yeah, that's definitely what it looks
SNK-ish.
like.
Yeah,
definitely what it looks like. Yeah, if you playing a game and it's a Capcom fighting game, your background a lot of times is more likely to look a little cartoony. This shit look kind of too serious. You know, it looks like magical. It looks like whoever we're fighting as like the tournament organizer has some sort of hidden magical ability that shouldn't be allowed in normal human combat.
Yeah, you can't select that character.
No, you can't.
They lock you out. Yeah,
you gotta wait a couple years till they make that addition.
Like whoever that was turned a real dragon to stone. So.
Yeah. So why do we gotta fight him, dog?
Too strong, dog.
Why is he fighting regular guys?
Right.
Some guy that was like, I ride motorcycles and I fight on the weekends. I'm gonna enter this tournament.
I wear gloves with no fingers in them.
Right.
I have like a high top fade.
Dog. That's exactly where my brain was about to go. I have a high top fade in 2015 in a fighting tournament. What's my problem? Oh shit. Yeah, so that's what we're on, man. Well, shit. I wanted to bring this up to you guys because I was thinking about this. Actually, it's not really that important. I watched this thing about minimalism. Y'all fuck with minimalism, the idea of it?
Definitely the idea.
Yeah. In practice though? No.
That's right.
Yeah, kind of the same here. I tried to watch like a Netflix documentary about it that came out this year, like it was labeled 2021.
Right.
And I turned it on mostly because like Brandy likes that type of stuff, and I was like, "Oh, let me choose something that she'll like and see what's cracking." But I kind of was like a minimalist with how much of it I watched, because we tapped out of it about 15 minutes in, dog. The reasons why were very superficial too, because the thing about it was, as I was watching it, I realized that the two main people that were talking in it were the guys who like wrote a book about it, and essentially this movie is operating as a promotional extension of being an author. So they spent a lot of time like showing these guys. I was like, well, why is that? And then like they were also acting in the reenactments of their lives before they became minimalists. So I was like, wait a minute. But the superficial thing that really got us out of it was like, this is the best way I could describe it. One of the guys, he had what I could only describe, and I don't mean to offend, but he had a rat man face. He kind of looked like a rat.
Some people kind of like rats though.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna just be real. Like,
you know that one character? It's a character on The Simpsons that kind of looks. He's like a tall character, and he kind of has like a ratty, like his face does this weird curve, but it looks like a rat face.
Yeah.
He kind of looked like that guy, and so I just couldn't trust him. I couldn't trust the information that I was being given.
You were trying to weasel out of that document. Documentary. Weasel out of watching it.
Yeah, weasel. That might even be a bad. Yeah, he looked more like a weasel. And then the other guy,
some sort of rodentia.
Yeah, and the other guy that was with him looked like somebody who was being held captive, probably by the weasel guy. But like, those are the things that contributed to we just tapped out. We were like we both were like, I don't know, we out.
I don't know if I can trust this information.
Yeah,
like, it just looks kind of fishy.
Yeah, so I got up out of here. Y'all been y'all watch anything interesting on Netflix, like to the end, from beginning to end?
Man, I watched my Rainey's Black Bottom.
Oh,
and,
did you just watch it recently?
Yeah, maybe in the last week or so.
Okay. Did you see it, Uppercut?
I have not seen that. No.
Have you ever seen like the play like live in effect? Because I think it started as a play.
Correct.
Okay.
Is that about the neighborhood in Detroit or?
No, it's about a singer named Ma Rainey.
Okay.
I didn't know really anything about her beforehand. And you learn a little bit about her through this, fictionalized account of a studio session, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like the play or the movie or whatever takes place in Chicago, I believe.
Okay.
And the Black Bottom they're referring to is ass, and not a neighborhood, and not a neighborhood. Which also can be a place where people live.
She did that freaky jazz.
Yeah. Like it's blues technically.
Excuse me, that is correct. That's what I meant. But I got my black music wires crossed.
Right. I heard some interesting takes about the movie, man. Like first and foremost, I enjoyed it. I will qualify that with by saying that I enjoy watching plays.
Mm-hmm.
And if you enjoy watching plays, or if you've watched enough plays, whether it be on a recording or in person, the acting style is decidedly different than what you would see in a movie.
Right.
You're not gonna see movie style acting in the play. And in a regular movie, you're not gonna see play style acting. That's just not what happens. And so I did see takes from some people that watched it and felt like the acting was to something or other.
Right.
To which I was like, I mean, tough titty, you must not watch plays, I guess. Then
right.
It wouldn't be that big of a deal. And then also another take that I heard that was kind of strange was like, in the movie, Chadwick Boseman's character has like a scene where he becomes very blasphemous towards the Christian God.
Mm-hmm.
And some people took that scene as like a piece of information to say, oh, this is why he died.
Oh my God.
Yes, dog. I actually saw people say that he died because he blasphemed while acting in a movie.
If that's the case, then why did God let him finish the movie, dog?
I'm saying, right?
The shit came out, dog.
It came out, bro.
And my question, why this movie? Why was like...
And why specifically him?
There were a lot of different movies.
Why specifically him? Like, it was other people in the movie. Somebody wrote the movie, and it wasn't him.
Right.
Other people...
He just read some words.
Right. Other people, I'm sure, have performed the play. And, I'm not out here getting data on, like, cast members' birth and death and whatnot, but apparently nothing happened to a degree that would cause anyone to be alarmed. Like, oh, when people deliver the lines from this movie, they fucking die. Like, it's the playwright's version of Death Note. Like, that's not...
Right.
That's not how shit works.
So, did God... like give him cancer years beforehand because God knew that Chadwick was going to be in this movie? Like, what are we talking about?
I knew he was going to do that shit. I knew it.
I've given you free will. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you going to fuck up. I'm waiting.
Oh,
he's dead. He got struck down. God struck him down. God got him.
Watch it now.
He got your ass.
I know you about to say something. I know it.
Oh,
put you in a position to knock this phone down.
What did they say, Doug? God works in hilarious ways. What is it?
Yeah. Well, it's mysterious. Yeah. But it's still hilarious.
He just whipped by your laptop was like,
hey man, hey, that's what we get for treating them like something you wipe your ass with. Shout out Spirit of Truth. That was a Spirit of Truth quote.
Doing his own work.
Oh shit. What? But I digress. I said all that extra shit. What did you think about the movie?
Let me just say this.
Without spoiling it to Sean Uppercut, by the way.
Won't do that. Every scene that Viola Davis was in, like she was incredible in that movie. I didn't particularly like the film.
I saw people hating on her too, by the way.
You said what?
I saw people hating on her performance too, by the way.
What did she do wrong? Like
I don't know. That was like
grade A acting.
Sometimes when I see people say shit that I don't agree with, I just don't even take it in no more, dog. Like I don't even like. I saw people forming words to hate on, and I was like, nope.
Right.
I'm out of there.
Right.
Eject button.
Like I didn't feel like anybody did anything wrong. Like I felt like everybody acted the way they were supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just like the story itself didn't really do anything for me. But Viola Davis, man, like I just remember like every scene she was in, like when she checked out, when she told why she was checking out, it was like, dog, this lady is great. Like she's fantastic, dog. Yeah. So yeah, man, that was a good time. Like, but yeah, it didn't really move me. There's a recurring thing in the movie that Chadwick Boseman does when like after they get into the recording studio, that it's obvious that there's some sort of metaphor going on, but it's never like outwardly spoken. And it's just one of those things that like I know I'm supposed to get something from it,
mm-hmm.
but so I wouldn't. But it kind of went over my head because I didn't feel why it was happening. You know what I'm saying?
Is it a spoiler if you say what it is? Because I don't know if I remember what you're referencing.
There's a locked door. That's yeah. So I don't think that's a spoiler.
I think that does have some kind of symbolism within the story.
Right, for sure. Like without a doubt.
Yeah. Of just kind of his trajectory.
Right.
But I won't say too much more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt like everybody that was in it, like both teams played hard. I played hard watching it. They played hard acting. They was acting hard as hell, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the type of acting that you only get in like a period piece where it's like where black people are still like I mean, that could be any time, but in the olden days of black people getting oppressed, they pulled out that type of hard acting, and I enjoyed that aspect of it.
Absolutely, it's the kind of thing where it's like if like you're watching Dick Tracy, but you know how you never see black people. Like these are the black people that you would have seen if they let the black people in a Dick Tracy movie.
Yeah,
it's a good time. And like every time something is in the 40s, no matter what it is, it's in Chicago, dog. Like I don't know what that is, but it's like the world was born in 1940s and it was born in Chicago. Yeah. Like there's nothing that happened before that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's pretty impressive.
What was that show? Lovecraft Country. I think that was in Chicago as well.
That sounds right.
I think that was the setting for that.
Right.
Yeah, it's like no such thing as Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
No,
it's not a thing yet. At all.
Oh my God.
Tempe, Arizona, like
that's right.
What are you talking about?
We ain't
Chicago.
Not a place.
Right. We stop at Chicago.
Yeah.
That's where we stop.
Some people used to call it Pangea, but it's Chicago.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
I got a baby trying to bust in here. Oh, she's holding a knife.
Oh, cool.
It's on the butter knife. Where you get that knife from? Oh man.
You got Stewie on deck.
Yeah, right.
Right. Maybe we got to talk about something different.
She was like, "Did I hear some my Rainey slander?"
She's eating right. Like,
Who said it?
I love Chadwick's performance, and I love the writer. How dare you not enjoy the story?
Right.
Yeah, she had a cookie and a butter knife. Oh, let me tell you about these cookies, right? So, of course, tasty cookie. Of course, kids love cookies, right? So we're like, okay,
and adults.
and adults.
Mm-hmm.
This is true. So we're like, how can we give her cookies without just letting them be completely unhealthy, right? So Brandy found this cookie dough that's made out of Great Northern beans.
Ooh.
So like it's like oatmeal raisin cookies, but like the cookies are made out of raisins. And earlier today I was compelled when I saw her like just tearing off into it. I was like, damn, this nigga is eating beans. What? Brandy is at the doorway looking at me, shaking her head. But that's all I could think about when she was eating the cookies, cause like, you know, it ain't like wheat or whatever the hell is in cookie dough. Beans. You're eating beans. You thinking you're having all the fun of real cookies and you're eating beans. But yeah.
By the way,
yes.
the greatest tweet on that platform. If he would have pressed enter on that and the whole thing was shut down, I would be perfectly fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
The greatest tweet. And second is Nori's tweet about Doja Cat.
She in racial chat rooms showing feet.
Racial chat rooms showing feet.
Oh man, I want to remember what kind of punctuation he had on that, because that's important.
It was 4 exclamation points, and I'm imagining Nori saying this. Like,
what?
Right.
She in racial chat room showing feet. What?
Hey, wait.
It sounds like our Nori rap.
Was there also like? Did he say she's still in racial chat room, or she's in racial chat?
Like he did a recap. He did a fucking recap.
Like
she back in there, y'all.
Like there was something where he was like, I can't believe she is still in these chat rooms, dog.
Like I caught you once.
Oh my god!
And I let it slide.
I went back around, and it's still happening.
Oh
my god! Showing feet, dog.
Eating beans and showing
feet. Oh my god! Yeah.
Hey man, I just want to I watched the show from last week.
And
I just want to recap. And y'all was talking about the dude who tased himself, and unfortunately died. I don't want to make like light or fun of the dead, you know. But I think y'all left the part that they left out the part that he tased himself in the balls.
Yeah, dog. You trying to kill me, dog? I just swallowed it. Look at the time we didn't know that they hadn't released that part yet. That's the thing. I thought about that too when I was going back and putting everything up. I was like, oh shit, it was the balls.
Could you imagine somebody finding him, man? Like
just with the
tased himself in the balls, dog. Like the taser is drained of battery, so it's like.
Oh my god.
Not like it full big.
Oh my god. Hey, real quick, RC Mac Panther 22. Thanks for the host. Yeah. Oh yeah, dog. I was thinking about that, like the specifics of it. Like, was it one of them boys where it's just like the electricity arc, or was it the boy with the wires and the little? Like did he go out? Did he go out with the little vampire bites on his scrotum? Like what happened? What happened, dog?
How you gonna get your nuts cooked, dog? Dog. Hey, look, man. I don't listen. This sounds bad.
Oh
But it
god.
is okay to make light when it's like this, dog. Like, if
Yeah,
you,
because
if this
he
the
he
way
was
you
one of the
go out
Nazis,
there,
right?
yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that guy, man.
Yeah.
Like,
If it like
but
if it was just somebody that was
he
like
was-
guarding that shit, trying to get a paycheck, I'd actually be have some kind of sorrow or empathy for that, dog. But it's a Nazi guy.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah,
if we rewind this shit to the 1940s, he would be cool with all of us getting smoked and dudes that essentially look just like him being killed en masse. So like, yeah, fuck that guy. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, you know, the afterlife operates in reality just in the way it does on television, where like things that you have on and around you when you die remain with you in the afterlife. So hopefully he still got tasers stuck to his ball sack for all of eternity. Right. Still shocking him in the afterlife.
That's not only is tasering funny, right? But the sound of it arcing, dog. So the fact that it's making that sound is too much. It's too much.
Dog.
That's just funny, dog.
Yeah, they could have went with any other sound, man. Besides that,
right?
Did something else.
They could have programmed like a cow mooing into that shit, or like the sound of bacon and eggs cooking in the morning,
right? Or like a clear bell or something. But no, it's that.
Oh. Oh shit. Yeah, dog. That sound by itself is like
I'm sorry to drag it back to last week, but yeah.
Oh no, it's all good. That sound definitely evokes the imagery.
They dragged last week into this week, you know what I'm
Dog.
saying? It's still dragging, dog.
Dog. Motherfucker became the first to get impeached twice.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, dog. At the buzzer too, dog. At the buzzer.
It's like, can we go for 3? Like
Steph.
do something else now. You might
Curry.
as well like
Steph.
That's right. You might
Robert
as well
Horry.
go ahead and be like, you can't be top. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well do something else, dog.
Steve Kerr. He is out here doing, boy, sinking them. Oh my God.
We've seen everything you can think of over the course of 4.5 to 5 years, and like nonstop. Like it hasn't.
Yeah.
4 years, dog.
I think the only thing that we didn't get that I wouldn't mind getting is some sort of sword fight that included Donald J. Trump and also Steven Seagal on his side, like on teams, against fucking AOC. Maybe I feel like that would be a.
She doesn't get any help.
I feel like
she's gonna die. Dog. Have you seen the way Steven Seagal snapped neck? It's a wrap.
Oh no. That's a stunt double. First and foremost. Anything after the year, I'm gonna say 2005. I'm gonna be generous. Anything after the year 2005, if you see Steven Seagal in the movie, he's only providing the body for the close-ups. Everything else is somebody else, dog. If you look closely at the way like the leg raises above 2 feet, that ain't Steven.
Yeah.
If you look at if you look at
86.
if you look at some of the speed of the moves, like that ain't Steven. Steven ain't been that sharp since fucking what's one of the movies? Out to Kill. That's probably a Hard Target. That's probably one.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There was always like 3 word names for his movies.
Mm-hmm.
So like there was never an Under Siege. There was only an Under Siege 2. That's how it works.
No, there was Under Siege. I remember that one because it had boobs in it. I was just keeping it a buck. It had boobs in it. I remember that one. Hello, Amanda.
What did I miss? I don't know what's going on.
You didn't miss nothing.
We don't remember.
Oh, you didn't miss nothing. We were the last serious thing we were talking about was the I guess some of the riot activity had come up.
Specifically, the nuts getting tased to death.
Oh, roasted nuts. Roasted nuts.
On an open taser.
About the people falling off the side of the building to the Super Mario music.
Oh,
That was another good good development of all this. The damn Super Mario.
or they push me down and mace me.
they push me down and mace me. Oh my God!
Like we talked about this already, but the internet mourns for about 3 seconds, and it's like it's comedy time.
Mm-hmm.
It is
the internet provides.
Straight up,
the internet
what
provides.
I'll never understand is how you're able to make and create the joke as quickly as they do it.
Time travelers.
Like,
man.
Time travelers.
Professionals.
It'll be like an event will happen.
You say what?
Y'all talking about how fast the jokes come from the internet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Is it like Batman? Do they have like prep time or something? Or like, do they have like every permutation of what could happen? Like, I don't understand.
Do y'all think it has anything to do with time zones? Like, they already saw it. Like, y'all already... I'm serious. Like, y'all already saw some stuff that
I mean, that I believe it's time travel. That's a form of it. Mm-hmm. How else do you get these motherfuckers be having shit instantaneously?
Yeah.
Like, I just saw the video about it. It's 15 different gifts, remixes, voiceovers.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking it's a building that's nothing but a computer inside that's just churning this shit out.
Right, for sure.
It's artificial intelligence, man. They make it happen, and
that
because dog, I like WandaVision drops at by 12:01. There's gonna be a whole bunch of spoilers. Like the show ain't even over yet.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out. The
like,
internet
are people getting paid to do that?
Trending. I'm like, this just happened.
Right, 2 minutes ago.
That slide just landed on this man's head, and he has a Twitter account. He has a Twitter.
That is a perfect example.
And I haven't seen it yet. I'm in Central Standard.
It was several Twitter accounts. And then as we saw a few episodes ago, like Janelle Monáe had a whole fly costume that she got commissioned to create fly content.
Fly content. Dog.
Wow.
Fly content, dog.
It's just they never fail us with that.
They provide.
Is that a disappearing, reappearing baby?
December 21st is still in effect.
Yep.
Let's go.
Still working out them powers.
I'm looking at him. I'm watching him like a
Yeah, it is mesmerizing. It's very impressive. Oh, it's very impressive.
like, okay, so here's a foot, and it's like, what is going on?
What does he have in that cup?
The juice.
Going off that juice.
What you got
Going
in
off
that
that
cup?
juice.
What you got in that cup? That's a reference that he'll never get.
Who's that? Ludacris?
Know who Ludacris is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What you got up in that bag? What you got in that bag? What is that from? I just remember him going dip.
Yes.
Roll out. Okay. The king of the South, right, Amanda?
Is this working?
Oh man, dude, wasn't there a time where like him and T.I. was like beefed out or something?
Yeah. Like I think Ludacris said something about him on record, and T.I. said something about him in the streets, or something like that. Like I don't think T.I. messed around like that.
Right.
He might have been questionable as of late. Like I guess back in his heyday, like he'd see about you. You know what I mean?
Trouble man.
Yeah.
Trouble man cometh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like the real life Punisher, dog. Like I remember that dude having so many guns.
I was gonna say Napoleon, because I too am a short man, so I understand what can come along with that.
Well, Napoleon was the original Napoleon.
Yeah.
Expeditiously.
Expeditiously.
Right. Like that man had trap doors and you know what I'm saying, you pull a book in his library, flip guns.
Just guns.
Just guns. Nothing but guns.
Books made out of guns. You didn't even have to pull the book because the book was a gun. Like dog, who coming after you like that?
Yeah, dog. That's the same shit I think about whenever like a rapper gets caught with hella guns, because that just happened to Lil Wayne. And I was thinking about that too. I'm like, damn, was this motherfucker playing like 4D chess? Because he went and got that Trump endorsement like right before the election.
Right?
Like, is he trying to get like a last minute pardon? Can you pardon the motherfucker in advance?
I mean, that's what Trump trying to do to himself. He was like, I'm a pardon me. I'm a pardon me.
I really hope that shit don't work like that, bro. Where it's just like, hey, I'm a leave this for me for later. I'm leaving, but I'm leaving this for me for later.
Pardon everyone in this envelope that I've written a letter to.
Right.
Just say me.
That is what he would do too, but he would be fucked, because if you see his signature, it's gonna look like scribbles. They're gonna be like, if we can't read this, go to jail. Bye bye.
His signature looked like a EKG machine is like just on the fritz. Dog.
Yeah, like you about to stroke out. or it looked like a polygraph where you lie like a motherfucker.
Like told a real lie.
I am a blue elephant, sir. Shit going crazy.
Yeah. His whole signature is false. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Fugazi.
From
at all
jump.
levels. Right.
Wow.
Oh man. I saw a picture of him as a kid, dog. He looked like a Chucky doll. As a human. That's one of them people, dog, like where you can't even imagine him as a baby, dog. I can't imagine Quincy Jones as a baby. I feel like he just appeared in the studio at age 37. He's like, oh shit, I'm here with Michael Jackson. Fuck it, let's make Thriller or something
with some wild stories. Dog.
Right.
Something about Morgan Freeman King.
Oh,
Morgan Freeman King.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan Freeman. He has always been 47 and up.
Dog, why? Like on some real shit. Like we're all grown ups. He has been old since we were babies, dog. How? Like
same age.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
cryogenic.
Do you know how old you have to be that people like let you voice God?
Yeah. You don't get to do that at 25 or nothing like that. Like
you have to be old as Morgan Freeman. Like,
right.
When people imagine the voice of God, they think Morgan Freeman King.
Ain't that
right.
Ain't that like a tremendous flex?
Yes.
Like damn, I'm just the voice of God
I'm
by
God,
default.
bitch.
Right. Spirit of truth.
Yeah.
Spirit of truth.
And Sam, and just imagine your mom naming you Samuel and all that.
Sam, yeah, I say
Samuel.
Samuel. Like it's one word, Samuel Jackson.
Samuel.
Stickers. Somebody showed up with some stickers.
Oh.
Hey.
What up, Holmes?
It's the baby takeover. Okay, this is
sadly she can't hear y'all because I got on the headphones.
Okay, it's not a pod anymore. It's a potty. It's a potty.
That's correct. That's
Can
how
you
it's
show mommy the
spelled.
sticker?
Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Kids, easy to trick.
Did y'all? You were so funny. Did y'all talk about the 2 empty peaches?
It took me.
about the empty.
We started talking about it. Hopefully this latest one will not be as empty as the first one. Like and I don't know the makeup of the shit. Like did the numbers flip where he actually could get like convicted or whatever they call it?
I think he has the numbers in the House, but I don't know about the Senate.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Because that was the thing. Like I heard people saying like, oh well, what does it matter if they do it and da 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 da. But I saw something where it was saying like if he gets impeached and removed, then he'll lose all like his Secret Service protection and like the stipend or pension or whatever the fuck that they give you once you stop being the president.
Right.
So I'm like,
what is the point in impeaching if it don't mean like what does it mean? It's like getting an F on your report card.
well, I mean,
I got an F.
You mean like if they don't convict him?
I guess.
I mean, then it's just like whatever. But I mean, if it stops him from getting any sort of money, hey,
and
do it.
I also apparently, if he gets impeached, then that will also stop him from trying to get reelected. You know, in 24. So.
Oh, that's
That's kind of hot.
That's very important.
That's the biggest feature of this impeachment.
I never felt like he wanted to be president anyway. I feel
Same
like
here.
I don't think so either.
When he won, he was like, "Oh shit!" Like
I'm the what now?
Like wait, huh?
Kind of like, okay, well, let's what are we doing?
Like
let's see, let's figure it out.
Like let me open the Rolodex and call all the criminals I know to comprise my organization. See
the thing about this guy that is so upsetting is that it does feel like that to the point where he's like, oh well hell, I'm the president now. I don't have to listen to anybody, dog. Like no one that is smarter than me and has done this for decades matters. I know everything. I'm the shit. And it's like, dog, that was wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's another one of his things. He can't be wrong.
That's right.
Like there's been several like video examples, for example, of him doing speeches, just drastically flubbing a word and just being like, fuck it, we'll do it live. Like one of my favorites.
Power through.
One of my favorites, he was trying to say tolerated, the word tolerated, and he said tolerated. He ain't go back. He ain't go back, dog. It's like that game, what was that, Super Mario Run or whatever the fuck, where you just go forward.
Just go that way.
Yeah.
Or I guess an old Mario game where you can't go backwards. What'd you say?
Yeah. And this might be, I don't care what it is, but I gotta tell y'all this. For the way my brain works, all of the human rights aside, human rights and decency and, you know, all the good, perfect, right things that are supposed to happen in the world and with human beings, Donald Trump really, really gave me a lot to work with, a lot to laugh about, a lot to, you know, a lot. He gave me a lot in his presidency. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I have a dark sense of humor and I'm very, like, loony, I guess. I'm realizing. But, you know, for a long, long time, I just ignored him. Like, I wouldn't watch. I wouldn't, like, people talk about it, and I'd be like, I'll hear some of the stuff they say, and I'd be like, ain't no way this nigga did this. And one day, I don't think it was until coronavirus. I think it was like a pandemic press conference, and internet was out or something. All I had was my phone. And I just was like, okay, let me see. Let me check.
See what he's talking about.
See what he. And I listened to this man, and I'm looking up, looking down, and there's nobody.
I was gonna say, you looking for the camera in your house, like, am I getting punked?
I'm like, oh, I need more. Where's more? I need more of this. Like what else did he say?
Yeah.
Because is he for real?
He did very well at keeping his own foot in his mouth the entire time he was asked to speak about anything.
Anything.
And he'll tell you that's not a foot.
That's not a foot.
That man is amazing.
He was so dumb.
So dumb.
He was just dumb. But
So
he was
dumb.
endearing dumb.
Right.
Like George Bush, I don't know if it was his height or what, but it was just something about
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it was something about his stupidity. Maybe it was like that all-American. I don't know. Like,
'Cause I'm still trying to figure it out. Because the thing about it is, like, his voter base, like, he wouldn't spit on you to put you to extinguish flames on your body. Like, he wouldn't.
That's right.
He would not associate with you in any way, shape, or form. But they love him, dog.
but they love him, and in comparing him to Trump, it's like, meh.
Let me tell you something, man. Like, because George Bush is the closest Republican we have to Trump, and I just remember thinking, like, like, this guy just is in over his head. That's how I felt about George Bush. Like, I never felt like he was a bad person or like was intending to fuck shit up. It was just like, I'm not supposed to have this job, but I gotta do it. That's how that's how it felt the entire time.
You said like he had a what?
Like a oops button. George Bush could just say oops.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like I wasn't trying to fuck up. Like, it seems like Donald be trying to fuck up.
Yeah.
and like,
and people cheer him on when he does.
Yeah. It's all in the. It was all in the plan.
Because that's right. It's almost like people appreciate his courage of fucking up. Like, that's not a real thing, dog. Like,
you know why? You know why? Because they fuck up.
Yeah.
They fuck up.
I can identify with his string
You got a
of failures.
representative.
I mean, everybody's fail. It's okay to fail, but like there's
No,
it's different flavors, dog. Come on, man. We all fail all the time, dog. But
but this kind of failure is not okay.
Because he's failing. He's failing at the leader of a country. Like, if I fail at like making creme brulee once or twice, like it's different stakes.
Torch wasn't high enough.
Yeah, it's different stakes.
For me, it's like, sometimes I tell you guys, like, we don't have a governor. We don't have a governor. Like, I can just ignore him. Because there are other states I can move to with more capable people who can do different things. So we don't have a governor here in Mississippi to me. Who?
Right.
That's not my governor. But when it comes to the president of the United States, it's kind of like, we don't have a do we? I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just levels to, like, flavors to it. And you know what I've been thinking about a lot lately? I've been thinking about old Barron. I've been thinking about
old Barron.
Which NBA team will be drafting him upon their exit from the White House?
I've been thinking about old Barron, and it's just kind of like, who do you become when your parent, when the person who has ruined human life on the planet, like, as a kid, like, are you still going to be around other people, other human beings?
Mm-hmm.
And if so, what does that mean for you? What is that like for you?
Yeah.
He only has one option. He got to drop a fire mixtape.
Oh, if he became a SoundCloud rapper, dog, he got a whole bunch of tattoos.
He got to come out with a TikTok dance.
Young Barron.
Little Trump.
Dance or something, because I don't know what can save him at this point. Like, I don't know. Like, when Sasha and Malia,
he got to put up a triple double. That's what he got to do.
Like, better. He was like, this is what it's like. And Sasha and Malia been like, I don't know their name.
Right.
You don't even care. Like, you can't even say.
Barron Trump. Like, and this is just me taking a guess. It's just my feeling. I feel like he could still go either way at this point, because there are people in the Trump family that publicly don't fuck with Trump. Mary Trump, who is his niece,
Mary, yeah.
I believe. Like, she's always popping up like, he whack, I don't fuck with him. He didn't like my dad didn't like him, shit like that.
I told y'all.
right. I told y'all he was garbage. You know what I'm saying? And like, on some real shit, like, if you're not listening to somebody's family telling you they trash, like, we
because they know.
Yeah, like we were in for it.
Man, and that's for me, that's always going to be the major thing. It's like everything that Trump has done is shocking, but it's not shocking that Trump did it, right? So like we knew what the game was, and people still decided that like just for fun, or just as a protest against that old lady that deletes her spam or whatever, I'm gonna show these motherfuckers. I'm gonna pick the weird dude, and the weird dude that let you know that he's a bad person. Like, he let you know
he
he's
let
super
you
villain,
know,
right? And he was like, the people that did it for fun or for a joke or to just to break the system. This is
you did it.
You, dog.
You did it.
You did exactly what you set out to do. And you thought this shit was a game, you know what I'm saying? And it's fucking not. And I like that's why the thing that upsets me. So as terrible as Donald Trump is and has been, it's like that whole group. I'm not even talking about the people that were definitely going to vote for him. I'm talking about that specific group of people that were like, I'm doing this to fuck shit up. You got what you wanted. Niggas are dead. Congrats, dog.
Yeah. And some of them that are dead voted for him.
Yeah,
like you vote, you like, we can take a line and trace all the points where you like signed up to be dead.
Yep.
From the ballot box to the pine one.
Dog,
to the pine box.
He tried from day one to get y'all out of here.
Hey.
That's a t-shirt alert.
Ballot box to the pine box. Oh shit.
We talked another episode about the dancing robots, like how when you do sign up for your life insurance, and it's like, when you die, what do you want to do?
Right.
Like, how do you want this to go?
Mm-hmm.
And you can see, like, I want to vote for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
See how it
Straight
goes.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that should take 4 years.
Yeah,
Maybe less.
I remember right after the election, I was working this job at a warehouse essentially, and one of the dudes that was in there who was not a black person. You can guess what kind of person they are when I tell you the rest. They were like, "Yeah, I just couldn't stomach voting for Hillary Clinton, so I voted for Jill Stein."
I heard that too.
And like,
I heard that too.
In that moment, I just had to like remain calm and composed because at the time I wanted to continue working there, but I wanted to call him a dumb son of a bitch.
Yeah,
he's a nice guy. Other than that, but that was the dumbest shit ever.
Older black men voted for Trump too because they were like, "I'm not voting for a woman."
That's right.
And then the only consciousness they had of Donald Trump was he's a businessman. How hard can it be to run?
And
that's the biggest grift.
Wait, don't forget he'd been in some rap videos.
He'd been in rap videos, and he had a show on NBC, and that's all they like. That's all. So, like, I know some older black men who like sit in Crystals and drink coffee from 6 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. And 4 years ago, they were like, "I'm not voting for no woman," and it was really it wasn't even personal. It was ain't voting for no woman.
Right.
Wow.
Thank you for bringing
just
that
that
up.
cut and dry.
Yeah, and so they voted for like with no kindness. Like, it didn't matter. It was just somebody else who was white and a man. Well, really a man first for them.
Right.
And then it's used to seeing white men in the presidency. So it's like they couldn't fathom the things that they didn't know. Immigration, what? They didn't know, like they didn't know any of the things until it was too late.
Too late.
And
Kids in cages.
hey, cool. Like I can't, cause that hindsight shit don't do nothing for me, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you get to when you get through year one, it's like, damn, maybe that wasn't the best idea.
I think I made the wrong choice.
They looking for the receipt.
Right.
The thing about it, like,
this back.
this is the only time that I can tell you that things got exponentially worse every day. Every day.
Yes.
It got
every day.
Way worse. Dog.
I don't remember any other presidency having that that characterization.
Because you didn't want a lady.
The only advantage is that dude getting tased in the balls, dog. That's
a silver lining. The silver lining.
What is going on here?
I don't know if video exists.
Okay.
But just to take a step backwards for a second, because I gotta say something about this. That whole idea of like, I'm a businessman and I'm gonna run this country like a business and run it successfily. We gotta dead that shit forever. Like that's how we got Governor Rick Snyder. That same that same little story, like, oh, I'm a businessman, so I'm gonna be able to run this shit like a business. And I don't know too much about Andrew Yang, but I feel like he's on the same type of shit. Like, oh, if we just do XYZ, like, get that guy up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I think he's I think he's trying to be like governor of New York or some shit right now.
That's right.
Or something.
They hate him. They hate him. He should get up. 'Cause they roasting his ass on Twitter. I don't like they killing him. I read he was trending the other day because he made some stupid comment about, I can't imagine what it's like to homeschool he was like, I live in Lower Manhattan. He was living somewhere that New Yorkers who are really New Yorkers are not. He was like, I'm here in my loft. And
my summer loft, my winter loft.
Yeah, I can imagine homeschooling virtually. And the people was like, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it to y'all. It was pure like, you should just move to a pine box because nobody can live on this planet. And like at this point, when Twitter gets to you, you gotta decide, like, do I want to be alive?
do I want to engage in any public discourse whatsoever? Because they got my number. They done Google Homes your house. Oh shit! They had his front door on the internet. Like, hold on, Playboy.
This you
living in the lap of luxury.
They got you in the picture tweeting in your window.
Sending the exact tweet.
Right. With a cup of tea, holding it like this.
Yeah.
Right.
He just needs to give it up.
Oh my god. But yeah, that businessman. I'm gonna be a governmental official. We got to get that shit up out of here.
Yeah.
Dog, it's like maybe there is a reason that people are like lifelong politicians. You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe that's a thing for a reason. Like, because there's always this group of people that are trying to like make that into like a some sort of like scarlet letter type situation.
Yeah,
like, that person's been a politician for 30 years.
But they're all doing it.
That's what they do.
That's what they tend to do.
Career. That's a career. I was wondering the other day about the Constitution, and I couldn't articulate it. But I was wondering, like, do they have to learn the Constitution the way that airplane pilots have to learn how to fly? Do they just walk around rattling off amendments? Like,
I think that shit is part of the dog and pony show. Like, they will bang the table all the time talking about what did they say, the founding father, the framers and all that shit. Mm-hmm. And they probably got like a couple parts memorized, but I don't think the motherfuckers really know it like that. And if they did, so what? We got the most corrupt shit
Yes.
on the earth. Like, why? Who gives a fuck, bro?
It's
The
like
the
those
framers.
like the black preachers. They just know these 1 or 2, 3
Yeah.
scriptures. And
Some of them
that's
don't know that. If you fucking with the prosperity doctrine cats, they just be like making up money shit. Like,
all of a sudden the other day, everybody was like, what was Article 25 or something?
Yeah.
The 25th Amendment.
25th Amendment. Yeah.
I just remember the number 25, and it just overnight everybody became an expert over.
Yeah, I totally didn't remember that shit from political science class or whatever the fuck I took.
This shit, it was
Ages
new to me.
Right.
And I'm like, okay.
Like, damn, it's 25 amendments.
I feel like I heard that shit once in class years ago, and that was it. That about it.
When you join the military, they give you this, depending on the branch, they give you this gigantic book of everything you need to know. And they hope that you don't read it.
Oh, shit.
Who would?
Wow.
Who would?
Right.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Um,
Just follow orders.
if you read it, you can find what you need to know. But I'm giving, and I feel like that must be what happens, like when you join Congress or something. Like, hey, here you go. We gave you the welcome packet. You read it or not.
Read it or not.
Right.
Like, you read it or not.
That definitely happened with the presidency, and that motherfucker was not reading nothing.
It's sitting on his desk.
He went in and said, burn all the books. Get rid of them.
Right.
Anxiety. Get rid of them.
Yep.
Oh my god! I feel like over this time I've been like really good about like not dunking on him like I should have been, dog. But it's like America hired the only, like literally the only person that would put us in the situation that we're in.
It's no one
literally
else
the one.
No one else.
Yeah.
He's the only one. He's the only one, dog. And I will never forgive a whole lot of people for that particular fact, because we're talking about a guy who has no problem telling any and everybody no. Like I remember like not only was Hillary Clinton just as bad, but Mike Pence was worse, right? And that's not true for the simple fact that I still feel like Mike Pence would have listened if somebody said, hey, this thing is going on that's literally killing everybody on the planet. Mike Pence would have been like, nah, that sucks. Let's do something about it.
Maybe. I believe. I'm just saying. I believe he was responsible for he was in charge in whatever fucking state he's from, where they had like an AIDS epidemic. Take off.
Indiana. Yeah.
I remember hearing that. But yeah, he probably still would have had more something.
Mike Pence is a bad person.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes. Absolutely.
Like, I don't want to have that be lost in the sauce.
Absolutely.
But he's still a politician that would probably have listened to other people that he picked for the sole purpose of listening to them. Yeah. This is the only man on the planet in Donald Trump that'll be like, man, fuck what y'all talking about. This is nothing.
To get something on his level, you'd have to go to fiction. You'd have to get like a Dr. Robotnik or like a fucking Rita Repulsa. Like you'd have to you'd have to go outside of real life humanity.
Dog, even Cobra Commander was like, hey,
hey, retreat.
I don't fuck with that.
Retreat.
You know, something else I thought about that was like exposed very well was how much people don't know and don't have to know to do certain jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like, you don't have, and I feel like with people like Pence, he just didn't like. That's what we do. Like that's something. Like that's a thing. Like I feel like is that a thing? Was the thing?
yeah.
Is that a thing?
Like hold on.
Like,
we can do that.
Yeah, like we do that. Like or we ain't been doing that, but we can. Or we can do that.
I don't think we can do that, but we doing it. Okay.
We can do that, but we don't have to. Like we don't have to do that. Oh,
Like just like for real. Like that's how it was for 4 years. That's a long time for motherfuckers to be like, oh, you said I can't watch me.
Yeah,
Watch me do it.
That's the big thing, man. And like the thing with climate change is like that scares me. Like the 4 years we could have had, we've like lost 25. 4 years of them doing nothing.
Right.
Like seriously. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's scary.
The next 4 are gonna be interesting.
Then our children who like were raised to know, like my nieces and nephews, who didn't even pay attention in class, but just the common sense that comes along with being a decent human being, that are like, kids should not be separated from their parents in cages. But why is this happening?
Right, like
yo,
who's in charge here? Like who's in charge here?
Like I'm new here, and I understand this is wrong.
That's right. That's right.
Oh my god!
Like it's just that is cartoon violence, dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is not. This is we've experienced every DC cartoon that's ever happened in the course of 4 years, and that's weird because we don't have a Batman.
No. That's a great point, and it's glaringly felt, his absence. Oh my
People
god.
of Gotham deserve better.
Right. Oh my god.
Look, do y'all think that Donald Trump like really has any